As a German citizen who grew up in Hamburg, West Germany, back in the 1970s and 80s, the rise and fall of the Berlin Wall as an example of tragedy and triumph certainly holds a very special personal meaning. So everything that I learned about the division of my country and its people and about the current state of affairs, I learned through either history class or the public media outlets. So my aha moment involving the Berlin Wall, when I really truly personally came to experience and understand what it stood for, came back when I was in 10th grade in 1983, when I was part of a high school basketball team that was invited to play a week-long Junior Olympics competition in Berlin. So the day of our departure, our chaperones very sternly gave us a very strict set of instructions that we were to obey when getting to the border crossing or the Grenzübergangsstelle. When we arrived at the border crossing, the bus stopped, the doors opened, and several guards came and entered the bus, each of them carrying a baton and guns of various sizes. And they proceeded down the aisles, really scrutinizing each and every of our passports very closely. Several kids were actually instructed to stand up and move out of their seats so that the guards could check around and beneath the seats. Outside, I saw that there were guards with dogs outside and guards with very large mirrors that were moved underneath the buses. We also heard some loud banging noises, and it really only took me a moment to understand that what they were doing is they were checking the gas tanks to make sure that there was no one hiding in there. Almost 40 years later, really, this experience really is etched into my memory in really vivid detail. This moment really profoundly changed my view of what freedom means and all the privileges that I was afforded as a Westerner. This was really the first time that I realized that as a people, that Germans could not truly feel free and be free until all of Germany was free.
Wherever they may live, are citizens of Berlin. And therefore, as a free man, I take pride in the words, Ich bin ein Berliner.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
1989, I was 18 years old and I lived in Hamburg. On the 3rd of October of 1990, I was in Berlin when there was the big reunion party. It was the first time that I crossed the border from West to East Berlin without showing a passport and without seeing any policeman or military man on the east side. And I saw there a lot of people having sledgehammer in their hand and smashed it against the wall. The West Berlin and the East Berlin people were there standing together and tried to tore down these wall by their own hands. What was the mood? I think describing in one word, it was satisfaction. Satisfaction because there was no violence during the reunion process, and satisfaction from the east side that the people had the chance to travel to West Germany and the other West countries without any restrictions. One big problem was the economic status in East Germany, because it was so a disaster. A lot of people in East Germany lost their jobs, the unemployment rate raised, and there was a fear in West Germany that this reunion process will cost a lot of money, and that this bill has to pay the West people, and nobody knew if they were able and if it would be possible that the West could pay this big bill. The hope and dreams were one country, one nation, and be one part, and they should grow together in a very short track. The reunion is up to now not a big issue or problem anymore. There are other topics currently here in Germany which are much higher prioritized than the reunion. The only thing is that I can see that there was a reunion is there is still an extra tax that I have to pay every month. It's called Solidaritätszuschlag, so that I have to pay for the East Germany to build up the infrastructure there.